everybody, welcome to the Random Andrew YouTube channel. A lot of you who are familiar and keep up to date with my videos, some of you guys just don't click like enough. Sure, my videos aren't fancy, but you should click like, then I know you've at least seen them. Anyhow, there's been some interest in this sucker right here, since I posted some pictures of the pellets I made and a little review trying to show you how they work, or how well they don't work. Either or. Definitely not a long range thing unless you're going to get precise with it. As for being able to mess up your barrel with lead pellets, it's not really going to happen if it's a rifled steel barrel. Lead's pretty soft compared to steel. You got to think about that. Now, pretty much how this works, when I was doing my electronic recycling a while ago, getting parts for stuff like the Tesla coil. Oh no, I gotta line my camera frame back up. I came across this, it was a hunk of aluminum for a heat sink, and I had split it lengthway down the middle, so I'd have two nice flush surfaces. I turned the outsides into the new inside, if you know what I mean by that. It's kind of like being bigger on the inside, you know, it's one of those concepts, it's just backwards on itself. So, it was actually cut it down the middle so I have the flush sides to work with, and I clamped it down together like this, drilled my holes for holding it together. Do it while it's clamped together still. Then actually I suppose if you drilled your holes before you even cut it down the middle, you could end up with some very straight aligning stuff, but either way, do it which way you prefer, whichever's easiest for you. And then just with a regular drill, no press or anything, I worked my way up to this size, and I haven't found the drill bit that I used for it yet, which sucks because I was going to mark off where I've got room between the other holes, and I was going to try and make some cleaner ones on this side and reattempt it. So when I figure out that size, I'll do an update and let you know, or post on one of the Facebook groups or something. And then you make yourself just a mini foundry, something where you can easily, cheaply heat your lead back up if you recover your lead from your pellet traps, or you can use wheel weights. Wheel weights work really good too, the older ones, because they're solid lead, really heavy, dense. Might not be the same grade of lead, but I mean lead's lead. So yeah, you get your lead nice and red, molten hot, and very carefully pour it in. You don't want to just do a smooth, but you drip, it actually goes in further. So notice when you pour, you get some where they just don't turn out completely proper. The lead starts to cool too quick, and it doesn't reach the bottom. Another good thing about doing it this way is if you've got tiny ball bearings, smaller than a 177 caliber, you could seat them down right in the bottom of it, cast your lead over top, and if they actually bond a little bit and stay together, or if the lead happens to wrap around what you put in the end, like say a little pin or something hard steel, so that when the pellet deforms, you got something else that can keep punching through, carry a little bit more of that weight or energy. I don't know, just different things you can try, just shooting ideas out here off the top of my head. Once it's cooled, you'll end up with, hang on a second, blobs like this on top. Well, I do, because I'm not that good at pouring the lead yet. I'm working in a ventilated area, wearing a mock-up gas thing over my face or my mouth, so I'm not breathing in any toxic lead fumes. You gotta make sure you take care of, ventilate well. And then what I do from this point is I take a little, I'm sure there's got to be an easier way to do it, but oh well. Take this little razor and I'll just kind of nudge it under the edge like that, and then I'll take the hammer and bop 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 until it's under and cuts literally like that. I do want to find a better way of doing that, because this can actually, when you're hitting the pellet, you can actually see that it's pushing it to the side a little bit and it's deforming the pellet a little bit, and I do believe those are the ones that I couldn't get the load proper into the barrel. So like if you're going to attempt this and your pellets aren't exact to the size that you want, if some of them are too tight fitting, don't try and force them in. Keep a push rod handy when you're testing these pellets out in your gun too, just so that if one jams, you can easily unjam it. Yeah, so once I've lopped the excess off the top, I loosen it up a little bit, give it a few whacks with the hammer, just kind of jar them up a little, free them up a little, because sometimes they like to fight coming out. Then I tightened it because I was going to make a bunch more today. There you go. Then you just kind of pop them out from the bottom, whichever you want. I'll show you this. Exaggeratedly long, okay? Unless you've got a lot of high pressure air, those things they don't fly very straight at all, they don't fly far. They land in your target sideways sometimes. And you gotta give so much extra overhold just to make them hit the target, hold over just to hit the target. So yeah, don't make them long. Ideally, I found the shorter ones in this length range are the ones that have been working. I did try, if you can tell, I tried to make some 22s, but I got a Robel B4 2A, it's 22 caliber, and it's a pinch fit. So my custom pellets that I tried to make, they just didn't work too well in it. They didn't actually work at all in it. You can't even get them in the barrel. So here's one of the longer ones, and as you can see, I'm trying to rotate it. Ooh, hang on, let me make sure I'm in frame here. This is what tapping them out, that excess crap off the top does. It can offset the pellet. You see at the end of it. That'd be good to just cut this off right here with a Dremel and have another short pellet. This is one that did not fit the barrel from my shooting review yesterday. Actually, these are all ones that didn't fit the barrel for one reason or another. The idea of being able to drill out behind there with the drill press while it's still in the mold, I really like that idea. Being able to skirt the pellet a bit. Here's one that was recovered from Target, from one of my indoor setups. Most likely shot this with the Dragonair because it's got a little bit more kick than the MTR to be able to mushroom it like that. So I hope this helped at all. Use a drill press when you drill your original holes, if you can, if you have access to it. If not, just be really steady, take your time and work up to it so it doesn't turn out sloppy. They can. And when you try and find a better way to lob the excess lead off the top, because that's not helping it at all. There's nothing else I can think to add into this. Just a quick vlog about my pellet mold. Completely homemade. No need for me to make you guys one when you're capable. If I can do it, then you guys can do it. I know you can. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the vlog. Don't forget to click like and share.